learned about humanity in that? Thanks. Here's Mash.
Hello, Mash.
He does that to me all the time. So in our observations about humanity, we've got several stories to tell you. This is the first one. This is about AI and earnestness. It's my girlfriend and me. We speak on the phone. And yesterday, we discussed coming up with a code. A sort of clue that we could drop when we talk so that we know whether we were human or not. Of course, we agreed that we should, share it in person, probably in a room with no phones or computers, or Alexas, or tablets, or maybe even TVs. And if I could afford a smart fridge, we'd be avoiding that too. It's just like a bit of reassurance insofar as we can that we're not being recorded or doctored or copied. At my best, and I'm really never at my best, but I sort of think I'm just about clinging on to reality, but she is clever and grounded and sane, and she's sort of feeling the same way as me. That's not good. That's really not a good sign, is it? Do you ever feel that way? There's an obvious question here, I know, and it's why would anyone try and copy someone that I love? Because I've not got much money, I'm not famous or special, but it's not so much why, it's more the fear that one could, because this is a new world order, I've never been here before. And some of this stuff looks so bloody close that in the corner of your eye, you might just mistake it for being true. It's scary, I'm scared. What's all that? We just keep fucking feeding the beast? I mean, what's all that about? I know we're all lazy and stubborn and thick, but, there's going to be fascism, that's not voting. I'm really grateful today, I've got this job that I love, I get to work with these amazing people doing work I believe in, and I'm proud to be a part of that. I get to work for this charity that helped me and my family in ways I can't even begin to explain to you. And I get to be part of this amazing side gig where I get to make weird music, movies and art with my best mate. And what is the point of any of it? When this slot can be made so much faster, our voices are going to drown under the weight of it all. We might get copied. No one will think we're any good. If they do, they'll think we're AI and we've used it, so what's the point? There's nothing else I guess since then. I used to drink too much, and in Alcoholics Anonymous they teach you not to play God. They say it's not the ends, make the means, because even if you succeed, you feel unsatisfied, ungrateful, and probably want to drink anyway. So you've got to do the right thing, you've got to put your best foot forward, you've got to be real with others, you've got to be accountable, because if you're not accountable, who's going to call you up on your bullshit when you're losing your touch? And my grip on the world is this real weak thing that's as fragile and gentle as a tiny bird's sense of confidence. I'm scared all the time. Do you get scared, Mash? I'm scared of AI, of the mob, of the riot, the wars and the hatred, abuse, the power of men have to pull strings in the world. I'm scared of how little some people care. And I see the state of the world, and I see how institutions and politics, they pressurize us, they put substances to keep us compliant, and now that that's not working, they're investing all this waste to create this power, this malevolent, disinterested force to literally rewrite our reality, and my girlfriend and me speak on the phone. And what happens if one day it's not her at all? So what do we do? What do we do? We can be kind to those around us. We can be in a room with them whenever we can. We can make weird art and defiance in weird, wonky ways. Stuff you can feel, you can touch it, and you can revel in our brokenness. And we can hold ourselves accountable, and we can try and be true, and we can put 190 million% into everything we fucking do. So what's the point? It's part of our soul. And most of our says in all our souls. To express who we are, our wants and our loves, and our passions and skills for the stuff we make. We're not really here because we think about the ends or we care if anyone sees. It's more about what keeps us alive and what makes us smile. So, if we did anything for the end, we wouldn't do anything. We'll die in the end, don't we? So, for this one, we wrote this on paper in a very sort of dark room. And we wrote the ending first to try and set a mood. And we've got a wonky record player with a slightly broken needle that scratches old tunes and digs into feelings. And as if that means something. And I wanted to see if something inside me would react to anything in these analog settings. I don't know why, as if it mattered. We're about to begin. We'd like to take a moment now to completely change the time, because we wouldn't be able to be here tonight if it wasn't for our advertising sponsor. He loves it. He's upset because I get to wear this hat while we do it. No, they make me wear it. This is from our sponsor, Weapon of Self-Destruction Whiskey. We suggest you ask her at the bar and don't take no for an answer. This is the advert that we've been paid to do. Oh no! The fungus in my toes has gone up my leg and now my leg's fallen off, and now I can't even walk 12 miles to my job in the sulphur breathing factory no more. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Well, Weapon of Self-Destruction Whiskey could be the one for you. We can change the way you feel, whether it's good or if it's blue. Oh no! My job only lasts 9 to 5, and that means I've got to go home and spend time with my horrible, ungrateful, needy family. Thank God I got a promotion, and that means I get to be out of the house longer hours, and I've got enough money to afford my next affair. But how do I know that I'm celebrating? Well, Weapon of Self-Destruction Whiskey, our motto is, are you feeling happy? Well, why not feel more happy? You could be happier. Look at how happy they are over there by the bar. Look at the condensation rolling down the side of their glasses. Do you want to feel truly joyous? Why not buy 2 bottles and share it with your diverse circle of university inspectors, your friends? Oh no! I've had a completely normal neurotypical day. Everything's been fine. I've not felt particularly happy. I've not felt particularly sad. Actually, I've just got on with it and done all my commitments and everything's been fine. But that advert tells me that's wrong. So what am I going to do about it? Well, our Weapon of Self-Destruction Whiskey, we can change our meaning. We avoid artificial flavours by giving you artificial feelings. And so it tastes like shit, it burns your throat and breaks your brain, but along with all them good bits, it truly is man's best friend. Why not have a cigar to wash it down? I told you they're right. Okay, we've got a few more. One of the things we've learned about humanity in our short time here is that we've been here 2 weeks and we feel like we've pretty much got the gist of it. And one of the things we've been studying is the dating scene. So this is a direct story from our friend Sheila that we're going to tell you now. This is Sheila's story. said that he's a decent fellow, and that he even takes his meds. And Sheila's been feeling really lonely lately. Really sucks to have a cold bed. But she's suspicious of his friends, so she ignores the things he says. It's hard to look past the jackboots and the swastikas and foreheads. Well, Sheila knows better. She can spot a red flag when she sees it. But Sheila's been out and she's seen Stephen. She's been on 6 or 7 dates. And the fucking arseholes showing up trigger this deep and fervent hate. And now she's thinking, Christ, is it me? Am I just magnetising Nazis? How many people are there that think that Andrew Tate's are going to bring them on dates? Shit. Well, Sheila feels lonely. She don't know it's because she's lovely that she sees. So she goes down to a graveyard, and she's grieving for the dreams of a little girl who thought that when she grew up, she'd find lots of lovely people to share the world with. And then, in the darkness, a voice reaches out of the darkness. And it sounds exactly like this. Hey, are you okay? Who's speaking? It's all right, Sheila. How do you know my name? How could I not? It's been said like 50. Just listen to me. I've got something to tell you. There's peace in the world, and seeds that can grow, and cockroaches that can survive even a nuclear explosion. Hope will live on, and life will live on. Who are you? Sheila asks. Why, I'm Sammy. I'm Sammy the talking shotgun. Well, now Sheila goes back that day. Except now she's packing heat. And with Sammy's shotgun by her side, she's gonna kill every fucking Nazi that she sees. Maybe it's not love she's after anymore, right? Maybe just little powers which makes you know. I mean, all that's said and done, can you really blame her? Can you blame her? That one is particularly close to our hearts, because Tomasz was telling me the other day that feminism is the utmost cause to him. And he's taken a vow of silence until the gender pay gap is fixed. We're just going to move on. Another thing we've learned about the human species is that it turns out so many of you love dangerous powders. So we've sort of investigated this, and we've decided to write our assessment of it. It doesn't come from a personal place at all, so it's fine. I just need to... Well, Tomasz. Suicide in installments, and I pay £1 a day, and I'm feeling fucking awesome. Do you see the fun I'm having? Who wants to know when they're waking up? I just like to let loose. I remember nothing, but I thought it was good. I raved for 12 hours last night and I didn't hear a single fucking song. But my eardrums are still ringing. They're feeling the beat. There's blood in my ears this morning, and sores and worth feeling. My missus has left me. She ate me. It's fine. I didn't like her anymore. She was a boring bitch. Do you think she'd take me back? Suicide in installments. I pay £2 a day, and I'm feeling fucking awesome. Do you see the fun I'm having? When I wake up, I shake because I'm fun, like a warm-up dance to the rising sun. And the house I dream of is bleeding from speakers, and when you lot are sleeping, I'm speeding. Do you want the truth? Can you take it? Because I'm right. And if I'm not wrong, I think you'll find a surefire actually, actually, because you're just pathetic. But you've got tiny glasses and your fucking office shoes and your ergonomic work-from-home trainers. You think spending a little time in the gym will make you more attractive to women? You've got better about yourself, get some endorphins going. Fuck about, there's only one way forward. You think you're happy? You know you're going to die one day, right? You're your boring family and your boring little shit kids. All that work was for nothing because no one gives a fuck. You wish you were like me. You wish you could have fun. Suicide in installments. I pay £3 a day. I'm feeling fucking awesome. Do you see the fun? Now, I've been indoors for 2 weeks, but I've got all what I need. I can always have fun, even if it's just me. Sometimes I see pictures throughout the walls, and the floor feels fluid under my tentacles. Suicide in installments. But don't count the fucking charge. Do you think I want a boring life? Why can't you tell I'm having fun? Can't you tell I'm having fun? It's good to get one of those out of the system, my friend. Well, I mean, we're nearly at the end of our time. I think, Mash, how many more have we got? Have we got one or two? So we've got two more. And this next one, we've covered all of the issues, all of the major issues. This one is about our friend Terry, who went to a suspicious party, and he doesn't feel quite right about it. And this is the story of Terry. So Terry's at a party. He's got a chain around his waist. And his chain is attached to a winch that feeds into a parking meter. And he's got to keep it topped up to maintain the slack. His chain is padlocked hard, he'll never get it off. It's like you remember when you lost the keys to your bike lock, and then by the time you got the angle grinder, someone nicked the wheel, so there wasn't much point in getting it out. He doesn't like it when I remind him of that. So he checks the clock. He's got a few hours at least, before it gets too close and he has to leave. If he runs out of time, it's embarrassing to see, because his chain will snap taut and drag him backwards. Just like that. The last time he investigated down the line, he found that his chain and winch fed into a mincer, and the mincer fed into a giant wood chipper, and that wood chipper sprayed out into dominoes that get bigger and bigger, and the dominoes will tip onto a generator's on switch that will speed up the countdown timers on the parking meters of some friends of his, and he's just really, 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 really trying not to think about his scene. So Terry's at this party, and he's feeling weird because everybody's nice and fun, but something's wrong, so he studies them. What is it about them? You know, they have some pretty engaging conversations, you know, they're talking about politics, and they mostly agree, you know. Although it must be said they are all pretty hard-line. But, you know, they seem left and social-minded, so he figures, hey, at least we all care about others a bit. He compliments one of the girls' coats, and she says, thanks, I got it at Belgravia. And Terry lies, and he goes, yeah. It's amazing what you can buy in Belgravia these days, isn't it? He listens to them tell these stories of trips they're going to take, 6 weeks abroad to visit friends in all these beautiful places, and he wonders what it is they're all doing for work that is this flexible and pays enough for all these holidays. So he studies them all a little more closely. You know, their shoulders are relaxed, their clothes are clean, haircuts fresh, makeup's real pristine, you know. Their teeth are all aware of everything white and straight, but yet still they are behaving very nice. And there's a lot of talking going on. And poor Terry doesn't feel comfortable. You know. He doesn't know why, now he's just starting to feel rude, but he thinks, hey, you know, it's okay, I have to leave soon anyway. You can feel his chain pulling that little bit tauter, and he's like, oh, I better go, Tom, not soon. So he gets up and he says goodbye to his new friends, and they say, goodbye, Terry, and they hug him as he goes. It all seems fine, but oh no. His foot gets caught in something trailing down below. And he trips and he falls and he hits the ground head first, and he blinks away his days and he looks up to see his new friends and he thinks, is it me or are they getting taller? They've barely seen him fall. They're too busy having a debate about how to make society more equal. And Terry looks at him from where he lays, he can see their waists and legs and their chains. But unlike his, their chains are dangling free and snaking round for miles and miles like a pile of coiled snakes that's going higher and higher and higher. You can barely see them now as they go up and up. This chain-link tower getting bigger as the seconds go on. You can barely even hear them now. They're so far away in the clouds. He can just about make out hearing them talk about equal rights. But all he sees is chain links. And he feels himself pulled backwards. And he looks out behind him and he doesn't even fight it as he's pulled towards, you know, the parking meter, the mincer, the wood chipper, the dominoes, the generator, and all the ones he loves. And now our Terry knows where it all ends up. What's Terry? Alright, well that's that then. We thought it would be better that we should at least have one song. So we're gonna do a song now. So while Mash gets ready to rock hard, I'm going to bring you a message from our home planet. This is the motto of our intergalactic space emperor, Big Jim. And this is something that we repeat to ourselves when we're feeling, you know, down or upset or anything like that, or lacking in motivation. So this is Big Jim's speech. Big Jim says, I'd rather try out new things and go out being kind than go out being sensible having wasted my whole life. So be kind to those around you and look out for them you meet. And don't be afraid to stop and help out strangers in the street. And if there's someone that you love, call them beautiful. And don't be afraid to compliment the way they smell. And don't take your mates for granted, you know, you'll miss them when they're gone. And spare each as many seconds and treasure every single one. And as for you, you know, be gentle with the crazy in your head. And don't put yourself in boxes, because they'll do it for you. So, if you're ever feeling lost or you don't know what to do, you can always repeat what old Jim said. And he said, I'm going to miss me when I'm dead. This is called Indie Punk Song. Thank you, everyone. Are you leaving me after this? To pack up all your shit? It's just fucking gone. How long should I stay up here before? Should I just...